Greetings everyone, I'm at my house. Thought I'd do a quick outside tour. I was going to show Austin some stuff. I'm trying to do this without any kind of equipment, so I don't have a selfie stick. I'm just holding my arm out. Trying some new settings. This is 24 frames per second 4K with a super view in mode instead of wide view mode, so it shouldn't be as much of a skateboarder camera like bubble view. You can tell by my hedges here, they need some trimming. I'm thinking about getting a hedge trimmer for these hedges as well. So this is my driveway. I don't use this. This is like there used to be another trailer, like a mobile home that's set down here. I've also got it on the mode where the screensaver never turns on, so I can see the display all the time. So I've got all these pine trees in my yard. We got that little grove of pines back there next to my pond. But I've also got this great big one here on the corner. See that little pink flag? Wait, that's not it. It's back in there somewhere. There's a little pink flag. That's the corner of my property. And I guess this used to be a clothesline. Eventually we'll get away from the traffic and I don't have to talk so loud. This is an old outbuilding. It's pretty garbage. I don't know what this used to be, but it'd be a good place to set my little gun up, and I could set my targets way down in there. This is one option. This is a good shooting line right here. That's my Japanese maple where I put the ghost jar where I dug up those ashes. So Austin wanted me to show him my creek. So I was trying to explain to him it's not really a creek. It's just this drainage ditch. See, this is something. There's a post, and a cross post, and this thing. And there's something over here. See this metal thing? It looks kind of like a lobster trap. I'm not sure what it used to be for. It's like some chain link fence on top of it. So this is dry all the time, unless it's like super rainy. And then water will flow from up there underneath the street and come down through here. And it goes behind this building. And this is what I need to weed eat. These weeds along the side. You gotta worry about snakes and stuff like this. Pretty sure there's been a snake in this building. Me and my dog chased a cat in here a while back. So I just threw a bunch of old tires. I found like a piece of metal in there. There's some antlers of some kind. Looks like goat antlers. Pronghorn or something. This is the part of the yard I haven't really been around that much in my videos. So the creek keeps going. And you get all kinds of weird trash and stuff that people throw out their window. Here's a wooden post with bird poop on it. Yeah, you can see there's still water right there. Now right in there, pretty sure those are blackberry bushes, so I might be able to get some berries off of those. So my pond has been really brown. You can probably see it right there. It looks like chocolate milk. And I think what had happened was, there's a lot of erosion here. These roots are getting exposed. There's a bunch of cinder blocks I've been throwing in here. I've been throwing all kinds of rocks, bricks, cinder blocks, anything that's just garbage I can't use. Now I made this little land bridge right here, right? But I put a pipe in the bottom to be a culvert so the water could come through there and come out that side. But it wasn't that far out. It was like barely sticking out of the land bridge when I made it. So I'm thinking this is all getting clogged up. The water is just like washing the dirt off of this mound here down into my pond, and that's why the pond is so muddy. Looks like a fish or something is jumping right in there. What is that? Need to fill in this whole big hole right here and this hole right in here. See, I threw a bunch of cinder blocks in that too. There's a lot of rippling going on over there. This is really... What is that? Could have swore that was a rabbit. Some kind of like misty freeze can or something. Yeah, so under my pond in here, there's a dock that I dug up, old dock, and it started floating around my pond. And it's so deep, I guess, that it's underneath there somehow. I don't know how it was that deep. So I need to throw a big anchor or a hook or something and hook onto that. I really don't want to be getting in this weed because back there when I was fiddling with my camera settings, a tick jumped down onto my forehead from my spruce tree up front. So I'm probably covered in ticks. Don't see anything yet. We got another shooting lane right here. Trying to make like some retaining walls with steps. It didn't quite work out right. Still got a bunch more of those. I could make like 2 more rows, and then I need to use some kind of a clay mud or something instead of that gravel to set the tiles on. It'll work out pretty good. I have to redig it all out because it's starting to grow back up. But this right here, originally I thought it could be a basketball court. I've been burning wood on it. This little platform right here, this needs to be rebuilt because it's really bad. I walked over it and I stepped through it. It was all rotten. Take the old roof off, make a shorter roof. It comes down from like here to here, right? So then, where this platform is, I'm gonna get one of those big square plastic water tanks and put it about as high as that first beam right there. And then I'll stretch out like some tarpaulin, plastic, like a rain catcher. You've probably seen in Rust, one of those games where you catch water in a bucket. This is like a bigger version of that. Got that green one, so I could use that. You put a hole in it, and it filters all the rainwater down into your big plastic square container. And then I'll have a gravity-fed, dual filtration, like pipes that come down through here, pipes come down through here, maybe 2 or 3 rows of pallets that I put dirt in. I'll plant things. It'll be a little pallet garden. A friend of mine does this with strawberries, but you can do it with anything. Probably wouldn't want to use potatoes because potatoes grow inside the ground. Maybe it would be good, I don't know. But for like looking at these pallets, for example, you have this much dirt, and then all your plants would grow through the slats. So you don't have to worry about weeds getting in them because you've already got pallets blocking the weeds. So that would grow. And then I could also like maybe have another tier of it, like a higher one, like at a slanted angle so the sun can hit all of it. Have like a vertical garden kind of a thing going on. If you guys haven't seen it here before, this is all my metal I've collected to using my blacksmithing forge once I get that done. Get all these old railroad spikes. Got a bunch of them. I got this old softball. Probably some stuff in here like this. It's an old antique bottle. I could blast that with my BB gun. Here's another shot of my pond from up here. I need to weed eat around the pond again too. But like over here in this field, right up there is where I walked that time. When I was like looking way over there, I was up on that hill. The DayZ video. People shooting off guns. And right over here is where I got stung by a lot of yellow jackets, right in this field right here. So there's a yellow jacket nest in there, lit me up like 6 times. But I also see turkeys and deer down there every now and then. So that's where my old garden used to be. It kind of grew up with grass again because I didn't really maintain it. But I grew those really shitty carrots down there. And I tried to grow some onions and some broccoli. It didn't really work. I want to do it again, but like better. And then I have my cucumbers up here. This is the old cellar I was talking about. Back when it rained a whole lot, you could really notice this little crease right here. Do you see this crease in my yard? A little dark spot right here. The grass is a little taller. Underneath this crease, there's a wood plank, like all the way down here. And when it rained a whole bunch, it floated the wood out, and you could really see this wood sticking out. Now I'd probably have to dig to get like right here. Look at this. There's wood right there. It's like stuck in the ground again. So I really want to know what in the heck is all of this. There's a whole line of wood going down through here. I don't know if I used to have something to do with this pond. or like, there used to be, the dock used to be right there. And then over here, just randomly, out of nowhere, there's like paved. Look at this. Why would you have blacktop pavement in the middle of my yard for no reason? Just a spot of it right there. And I think there's another spot over here. Yeah. More pavement, just out of nowhere. Why? Why is there pavement right here? So I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know the history of this place. This used to be my little garden. Because the water comes out of the pond. When the pond gets too full, it goes through that culvert, comes out right here. There's another spot I need to weed eat. See that little spot? So that's all bent and been out of shape. So I kind of like want to build a little brick house around that to make it pretty, so you can't tell that it's bent. So right here, I put some like gravel around the side of my pond. This might be, no, I don't think it's that stuff. There's stuff we call poke salad around here. It's highly poisonous, but you can eat it. If you get it when it's young and it hasn't got any berries on it yet, tender, you boil the leaves and you strain them off and you boil them again and fry them, then you can eat them. Otherwise, quite deadly. If you look in the pond here, you see a bunch of bubbles popping up. That's probably a big old snapping turtle. But yeah, I put this gravel down last year. It's already come up over top of it. Eroded some of it back, but I got a little place where you can stand and fish without having to stand in all these weeds. I have a big giant yellow rubber ducky down here. Put that back in the basement though. I need to blow him back up and stick him out here. So yeah, if I put some gravel down over there on my land bridge, then maybe it'll keep the dirt from eroding out and making my pond all brown. It's probably giving my fish those yellow grub parasites, and might have just killed the fish. I don't know. I haven't caught any since it turned brown, but I saw some flapping here the other day. And this, all this gravel is where I got my lawnmower stuck down here. Like I had to get these wooden planks and like try to maneuver it up that way, and I just barely got it out. I've been trying to like take my dirt that I dig up there and dump it down here and make a ramp so that I can get my lawnmower in and out. So I can mow all of this without having to just let it grow up and have to weed eat a giant area. That's pretty much it. Right up there past the cellar thingy is where I grew my cucumbers. So I want to take my metal detector around there, around this crease, other weird places, you know. Like down there next to my garden, I dug up a big bucket lid. So who knows if somebody buried like a bucket of treasure and covered it up.